I'm getting real sick and tired of what's going on in this country and in this world in particular, but our country in particular. And I'm tired of holding my tongue about it because I'm afraid to get canceled and all this other crap. You know, we're gonna have a conversation, ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully we can continue this in the comment section. But I'm gonna give you my theories, not conspiracy theories, my realistic thinking theories, critical thinking theories, right? Now, it is so obvious what is going on in our country today politically. You got Donald Trump, who is getting, absolutely lambasted in the media for whatever he does. And, he's got three indictments going on right now. Three indictments going on right now for separate situations. And trust me, that won't be the last. And then you got a guy, and I'm not saying he didn't do anything wrong, but, you know, then you got a guy who is the acting sitting president who's literally has his country compromised and can't even put 2 cents together and can't do the job. And people ask me all the time if I'm a Republican. I'm not. Let me give you a full disclosure for the people that haven't been to my channel. I am not a Trumper. Okay, I like Donald Trump as a person. I liked him before he became president. I didn't particularly didn't want him to be president in 2016. I didn't vote for him. I actually voted for a lady named Jill Stein because I couldn't stand Hillary or Donald Trump as the president. But when he got in, he did a decent job his first couple of years, despite everything that happened to him. But the things I don't like about him is he printed a bunch of money in 2020. He shut down the country on a federal level, and he wanted the jab. And I can't forgive him for that. You know what I mean? Overall, I think he did a good job. I'll give him a B. But there's a lot of things I don't like about Donald Trump. But he's definitely better than the other guy. And also, too, I don't like about Donald Trump. I don't like the fact that the January 6th thing that happened, he should be, every speech he does, he should be talking about freeing those people that are locked up for no reason, okay? Because those people stood up for him and our country. Because we know what happened in 2020. If you have half a brain, you know what happened. And he should be doing everything he can, his money, his resources, or whatever. Forget about trying to be the president. That should be secondary. He needs to be trying to get those people out on January 6th. Let me just say that. Now, obviously, with Biden, or a.k.a. Brandon, he's just terrible. You know what I mean? And we see what's going on. They're weaponizing the Department of Injustice, the FBI, the CIA, whoever. They're just weaponizing all that stuff. And we saw what happened with the quote-unquote censorship meeting, where they tried to censor the people that were talking, especially RFK Jr. He's a Democrat, but he's not part of the establishment. And then you had a meeting the other day where literally the Democrats got up and walked out of a young lady. She was talking and showing a video of why these surgeries on mutilating children are bad. And it was coming from a Democrat that made the video, by the way, a doctor or whatever it was, a medical professional. And the Democrats didn't want to hear anything about anything that goes against the establishment or the agenda or the narrative. So they just got up and walked out. You know what I mean? And we have all these things going on in this country that I can just name over and over and over again. And I'm getting tired of it, man. And what I'm even more tired of is the fact that we're not standing up for it. Like, how in the world can they steal an election, multiple elections, have this man, Brandon, do all this stuff to our country, literally turn us into a third world nation? Have you seen San Francisco lately? Have you seen the crime there? Have you seen the crime in these blue cities, in these blue states in particular? Because really no blue states, but blue cities. And then you got the country singer coming out with the song, Try That in a Small Town. And now they're saying that's racist. You know, everything is racist. And to my African-American people out here that are conservative, liberal, American first, whatever. If you think that way, if you think you're a victim and you're oppressed, I got news for you. You're not. I can go anywhere in this country. Nobody messes with me. But that's besides the point. You need to, my African Americans, you need to go out there and talk to your family and convince them that they're not victims, okay? But here's my point. I think there's a plan to all this. I really believe that. I really believe that it's either going to be Michelle Obama or the American psycho Gavin Newsom going to be running for president. Now, I heard Roger Stone say this a couple of weeks ago. He thinks that Michelle Obama, he said he heard it here first, he said, Michelle Obama is running for president, He said Kamala Harris will be president for a little bit. They're going to buy her out. Michelle Obama will be the president, and then the American psycho, Gavin Newsom, who's the worst governor in the country, in my opinion. He is the worst. He's the antithesis or the Lex Luthor to Governor Ron DeSantis. He's going to pay $500 or $600 billion or $1 million or something like that to buy his way into becoming a vice president. I don't know if that's true, but I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I mean, Brandon can't be the president, okay? Not just because of all these allegations and stuff. He just can't do it anymore. You know, he may not even make it to 2024 election and the 2025, inauguration in January. You know, he may not even make it physically. He may pass away because he's just an old man. You know what I mean? And the corruption that they're doing is ridiculous. And it ain't about Brandon and the Brandon administration. It's about the people that are above them controlling everything. And if this is true, I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen. You see when the dam breaks, right? A literal dam, when all the water flows out. What happens at first? You got little seeps, little crevices, little holes that come out. And that's what's happening in the news today. Or for the last few months. What else can they say about President Biden that we already have heard? You think anything's going to be worse than what he's already done? Taking millions and millions of dollars from foreign countries, selling our country out, everything that he's done. I could sit here and make a whole video about that. What else is going to come out that hasn't come out already that's going to be worse than he's already done? Probably nothing. But we're not doing anything about it. But now we have Speaker... I don't even like calling him Speaker. Kevin McCarthy, now all of a sudden he's coming out and saying, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And they're slowly but surely, and I guarantee you this, by September, October of this year, the dam is just going to fully break and they're just going to completely wash out Brandon and the administration. And probably Roger Stone may be correct and Kamala may be the president. I don't know if she will or not be. But they have to get their other replacement in tow. And that's either... Michelle Obama or Gavin Newsom. I really believe that's going to happen because they don't give a shit about Joe Biden. They don't care about anybody. All they care about is who can we control and who's going to push the narrative. Who's going to push the central bank digital currencies? Who's going to push the you will own nothing and be happy? Who's going to push the agenda? Who's going to push the next scamdemic? Because trust me, one's coming. I honestly believe there may not even be an election. And if there is an election, I'm not putting my money on Donald Trump. They do not want Donald Trump in office. And you got to ask yourself why. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not a fan of Donald Trump, but they don't want him there. So that's what I think the plan is. You're not supposed to say that stuff, but that's the truth. Brandon is completely controlling the Brandon administration. The people above him are completely controlling the narrative. Fox News is a sellout. They try to pretend like they're conservative or American first. There's a couple good, an analyst there or whatever, reporters or whatever. But for the most part, you saw you heard in the news lately who they're donating money to and everything. You know what I mean? And they got woke agendas and they fired Tucker Carlson and everything else. The only thing that's going to stop us, it ain't the mainstream media. It ain't the government. It's us standing up together, and it's independent journalists like me and you. I'm not talking about just being on here on YouTube. I'm talking about going out here and talking to people face to face, knee to knee, word of mouth. That's the best way to do it, man. And we got to talk to people about it. Send them videos, send them clips, because they're brainwashed, ladies and gentlemen. They are absolutely brainwashed, and I'm sick of it, man. I don't know why everybody just doesn't stop working. This is what I would do, okay? I don't have a job. I would completely stop working and completely shut this economy down and not be violent or nothing like that. And either stand in front of your Congress, each state, everybody go out there and say, look, we're protesting peacefully, just like a peaceful protest like Black Lives Matter and Antifa, but actually be peaceful and shut the country down and say, listen, we're not doing anything until we get our country back. And all we want is what? We want our freedom, we want our rights, and we want us to go by the Constitution because we're going against it. We don't want to be censored. We don't want to be lied to. We don't want to be gaslighted. They're lying to us every day. That's fine. CNN, MSNBC, NBC. If you guys want to lie, that is totally fine. But trust me, in the next 5 to 10 years, they're going to be done. It's going to be people like us with the independent journalists and things like that, and Tucker Carlson and Patrick Bet-David and Tim Westwood and Tim Pool and Benny Johnson and even Democratic independent journalists. You know what I mean? But the lies, the constant gaslighting and the lies and the agenda pushing, and the Congress people just getting up and walking out and lying under oath and stuff like that. This shit has got to stop. And the only ones can stop it, guys, is us. And we got to stand together with our family and our friends. And we got to fight for this country under God. Because indivisible with liberty and justice for all. We need that. And we need our freedom. All right. I love each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment in the comment section below. I don't make a lot of videos because I don't get a lot of really interactions. I think I'm kind of being redundant. So I just, plus I'm busy and stuff. So it's just like, I say the same thing over and over again. But if you want me to keep making videos and you appreciate my commentary and stuff like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button. I don't get a lot of likes and stuff like that. So if it keeps going like this, I'm out here working my ass off. I'm out here talking to people. I never stop. You know what I mean? But if you want me to keep making these little silly videos, let me know in the comment section below. All right. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.